So these 11 units are pretty amazing. I think it covers all the interesting deals in the market. For example, okay, this is Discovery Gardens, right? The investment value, why am I saying 477,000 for 955,000? It means there's a payment plan involved. It'll be 60/40. And if you look at the value for the rental, so I like putting these links on. So you see it live, right? So if you check it, the other unit got rented out for on a long-term lease. So you get at around 9,080 a month. 9,008, the property should be furnished this way. It's a pretty decent furnished unit. You can see that it's not full floor-to-ceiling windows. So the new properties have those features. It's a little more modern. They're more smart homes. So we definitely have the option to earn anywhere from 8 to 10,000 dirhams a month, which is fantastic in terms of ROI. So I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm giving you an idea of what the good deals are. So similarly, the 955,000, Sports City, 940,000. Expo City. Now, Expo City Sky Residences is very important because in the city, the outskirts, there will be a community coming in. But in the city, next to the Rove Hotel, where the exhibition is going to be, where the dome is going to be, where the concerts are going to be, I think you have only Sky Residences. I felt like the one beds were a bit, steep, but a two bed, quite a good size. Al Nabuda is the contractor. Now, Al Nabuda was one of the most expensive and the best contractor in Dubai. They developed Al Barari. So, phenomenal contractor. Some of the top Fortune 500 companies will be working there at the expo site. So they will be your tenants. The airport's right next door. So again, I think this is a fantastic investment opportunity considering, see, this is your investment value, right? 1.3 million. Why? You've got a 5-year post handover payment plan. So excellent instrument for investment. Expo City, the fifth in JVC. Again, so JVC is an important product because JVC has the crowd. Now, if I compare Business Bay, Shobha Heartland, and JVC, JVC will rank a little higher because it has the crowd, it has the population, it has an international audience. You'll find Europeans, you'll find the British. It's 20 minutes. I've explained this in my previous videos. I'm not a fan of JVC. I like an organized community, organized infrastructure. But if it works, I don't. But I don't believe in reinventing the wheel. In the case of JVC, it works. Great ROIs. There is a crowd. I think it's one of those areas where the upper middle class don't mind staying because there are parks, there are malls. Circle Mall is fantastic. So another very important product, the fifth. Furjan, we already explained earlier. I've mentioned link one. So it's bang in front of the metro station. You can't go wrong with Furjan. I love Avenue Nabni. So in Furjan, there were three developers. There's Nabni, there's Prescott, and there's DR. DR is semi-government. But when I compared the quality, the finishes, I felt like Nabni scored a bit higher. But all three are very good options because all of them are near the metro station. Address Marjan, 800 square foot, 2.3 million. It's to be discussed. This is something I'll have to have a one-on-one discussion. I would like to discuss the pros and cons of Marjan Island. I don't want to speak anything very controversial, but I like to keep my facts very straight when it comes to Marjan Island because it's not Dubai, it's Ras Al Khaimah. It's a whole different subject. But again, address is a very interesting. Address in itself is a very interesting product. This is amazing. Look at the investment value, 311,000. Why? Maidan, very prime location, the 2080 payment plan. So I've explained the start of the video. There are two kinds of appreciation. There's real estate appreciation because of the market conditions, and there's an infrastructure appreciation. Now, Maidan, I'm not depending on the mall, but right now you must understand because of the merger of like Dubai Holdings, Nakheel, Maidan, it's become extremely powerful. So the communities that is being managed by Maidan, extremely important. So if you can get a deal like this, 2080 means you're paying 80% of the handover. That right there, my friends, that is a trading deal. You buy a two bed worth 2.4 million or a one bed worth 1.5 million and you're paying only 20% of the value. That's an example of a trading transaction. So this so there was this project called Hillside by Wasl near this Jebel Ali metro station, sold out on the first day. there was a rush. I mean, people were just went mad. So I started observing that area. Even DR came up with a product over there next to Jebel Ali metro station. So it's been gaining some hype recently. So I looked into the area. So the most interesting deal or the best priced were these Hammock Park, around 1 million rooms. Again, it's on Sheikh Zayed Road. It's near the temple. It's near the church. So I don't want to get into the religious factors, but you understand it's a big factor. Near the metro, it's close to the beach. You've got the Jebel Ali Resort. You've got Dubai Marina right nearby. Again, very interesting option. Now, if I say after comparing all these options, for me, Maritime City, Omniath. Why? I couldn't find my pen. Somebody took my pen using I think a sandalwood stick. It's okay. So Omniath, right? So they came up with this. This is, of course, this is the whole of Business Bay, right? Where there's a road over here, and this is Dubai Mall. So that's your prime location right there. But what Omnia did, which is very interesting, is that so they have this building called the Lana and by Dorchester Collection. That was the building I was talking about. So it's over here. So this is a really bad diagram, but it's super high and it's very beautiful building. They took this entire sort of area, right? They took this entire section of the Business Bay and they created their own marina. And so they're developing something like a little private beach stretch over here. So it'll be infinity pool facing this the Business Bay Marina. It's a very bad diagram. Now, what they have in Maritime City. Now, it's all about understanding patterns, right? Now, because of this very limited supply, very exclusive developer, you must understand there are some developers. Now, Omniath. Sorry about that. Then Ellington, Miras. There are some developers who have an exclusive clientele, right? They have a clientele for themselves because there are some people who are very particular about quality, and so you'll be surprised. The Omniath sales team are mostly ex Royal Atlantis. So, because can you imagine the clientele of Royal Atlantis? You know, very exclusive, very elite. Now, if you look at the plot that they have, now again, very similar situation, Maritime City. They have Anwa over here. They developed Anwa Aria over here. Now they're coming up with this new project in this section.
Do you see the stars align? Can you hear the echoes then? Do you feel these hearts collide to carry us again?
I won't be surprised if they take this entire land parcel and now what is right over here? You have Imar's Rashid Yachts and Marina, and in this section over here, okay, this is a bad idea. Sorry, let me just explain. It's very important to understand this. Why is that location extremely important? See, you have the entire Maritime City. In the whole of Maritime City, you have 26 buildings. That's it. What is the biggest nightmare of Dubai Marina? Concrete jungle, too many buildings, just too much. So the high-end clientele are not happy with Dubai Marina, right? Or JBR. It's great. It's a great vibe. It's great for a nightlife. But would you live there? Would the high-end clientele live there? You'd come, you'd stay for a few days, you'd go back because you don't have another option. Now you've got the biggest boys developing the new stretch. That's Miras is developing La Mer. You've got Maritime City. You have Emaar is developing Rashid Yachts and Marina, and then this entire section being developed by Nakheel, Dubai Islands. Now, in this particular section, you must understand, downtown Dubai is right here. This particular plot has been taken over by one of the oldest ultra luxury developers in Dubai. I mean, you just have to look at one palm. Imagine something like one palm. And then I explained the start of the video. Study the patterns of developers. So if they are picking up plots in this area, there's a high possibility that if they create something like the marina, a private beach in this location, the value, see, developers like Ema who've been in the market, like Ema, Omniat, Miras, Nakhil, who've been in the market for over 20 years, they understand the pulse of the market. There are a few developers who became greedy along the way. I don't want to name the developers, right? So it's always understand the pattern of the developers. So some developers, you understand the greed element is kicked in. Some developers are just professional. They exactly know what product to provide, what product will sell, and what product will appreciate. So there are three products, extremely important products in May, extremely important. One is Omniath, and very important to understand, it's on a 60/40 payment plan, right? So if the one bed is around, let's say, 2 million, the two beds will be around 3.5 million. We don't have to incorporate. I'll break down the numbers like I've broken down the others. Let's have a chat. I'll explain on how we have both the options. You must understand this location, the biggest yacht club, luxury cruise line terminal, in front of the sea. It's the next Dubai Marina. Next Dubai Marina, the next Emaar beachfront. It is your opportunity now. So we'll understand the numbers for this project. This is my option number one. Option number two, in Dubai Islands, next to the beach, there is a project coming up. It's not full sea view, but it's a 2 minute walking distance to the beach. It's 2 minutes walking distance to the mall. Again, a phenomenal product over there. I have like two beds at around 2.2 million, again at a 60/40 payment plan. Then the third, now very important to understand, Athlon by Alda, right? So you have the villa, you have Arabian Ranches 3, and then here you have Athlon. So it's around, let's say, 1,100 units. There'll be one clubhouse. The prices would be somewhere around 1,500 dirham per square foot, right? It's an extremely important product. You definitely understand the product, but keep in mind, Al Abar announced in the EMAR award ceremony that there'll be two master communities coming. So when the I cannot give out further information, but shouldn't you be prepared for that? What happened when somebody invested in Sun in Arabian Ranches 3? They made, in about 2 years' time, 1 million dirhams in profit. So you've understood this. In 1 year's time, they made 1 million dirhams in profit. So you understand if you invest in the start of the master plan, the profit potential, especially when it's a master community developed by EMA. So if you're interested in any of these three products, Omniat, the one in Dubai Islands, Athlon, what's competing with Athlon? Contact me on the number below. We'll connect to my secretary. We'll schedule a Zoom call. I'll understand your investment requirements, based on which I'll decide. See, the other products I discussed initially, they're all fantastic products, but I will understand what's the best fit for you, and we shall make a plan. We'll make a complete strategy. What's the amount that we're looking to invest? At which stage we're going to exit? Are we going to Airbnb or are we going to trade? So we'll make a complete plan. And if it's for the new master plan, we'll make an interesting plan on how to trade using a cluster wholesale investment. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Share some love in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the new master community by EMA. Are you excited about it? Let me know why you're excited about this new master community in Maritime City by Omniat. I'm extremely excited about it. So thank you for watching. Mohammed Zohaib.